Welcome. On today's lesson, we're going to be doing place value. We're looking at Chapter 1, Lessons 1 and 2. And today is 8/11/20. And in our book, we're looking at starting at page 11. So I'm going to be showing you my notebook and the book page so that we can look at both. So we're looking at place value, and the first thing I want you to really look at is this place value chart. So each of these colored sections is what we call a period, and a period is where we know that the commas separate. So the ones period has 3 sections: the ones, the tens, and the hundreds. The thousand period has the 1,000s, the 10,000s, the 100,000s. And the millions period has the 1 millions, the 10 millions, and the 100 millions. And it continues like that on. It's the same as you go to the left with whole numbers. So you can see here if we're listing the value of the digits. So we're going to actually do that in our notebook. So if I have 9 times 10 million, the value of that is 90 million. And if I have 5 times 10,000, the value of that is 50,000. So these digits, if I have a 5 in the 10,000s place, it means it's equal to 50,000. So if I have the number that looks like this, if I have this number, each digit represents a place and a value. So this 1 is in the ones place. It is worth 1, 1. This 2, so that is 1 times 1, plus I have a 2. That 2 is in the tens place. It's actually worth 20. Plus, I have this 6. This 6 is in the 100s place. So it is worth 100. And I can actually do this so I know how they group. Plus, I have this 7, and it's in the 1000s place. And I put that in parentheses. That's worth 7,000. Plus, I have this one. That's in the, yes, you're right, it's in the 10,000s place. So that's 5 times 10,000. That's in the, so that's 50,000. Plus, that 9 is in what place? Yep, the 100,000s place. So that's 9 times 100,000. Plus, that 5 is in the, yep, 5 in the millions place. So that's 5 times 1 million. And that puts it in expanded form. Now, normally expanded form goes from greatest to least, but it can also go from least to greatest. It just is about the place values and adding them up. So this would be standard form. This would be expanded form. I did it least to greatest, but it could also be greatest to least. And lastly, there is, think about it, word form. And writing this number in word form, it would say, we would say 5 million, 9, oops, I should write it in words, 957,000. comma. If there's a comma in standard form, there's a comma in word form. 621. And that would be word form. The other thing we want to look at in place value for this lesson is that in place value, every place represents 10 times as much as the place to its right and 1/10 the place to its left. So if I have a place value chart here, and I'm going to show you from the book, if I have the place value chart here, every time I move to the left, I'm doing times 10. And every space I move to the left, it's times 10. And if I'm moving to the right, it's times 1/10. And if I move another place to the right, it's times 1/10. It is 1/10 as big as I move to the smaller places. This is very important to know. We're going to do some work with that as we go. Okay. Now we're going to look at what's on Lesson 2. Lesson 2 is about comparing and ordering these numbers. So if you are given two numbers, you need to know how to tell which one is bigger and which one is smaller. So we're going to look at compare and order. And we use symbols for that. We have the symbol that goes that way, that's greater than. We have the symbol that goes this way, that's less than. And we have one more symbol, equal to. So those are the symbols we need for comparing and ordering. And I'm actually going to turn the page here on my notebook. And when we are comparing numbers, we should stack them. So in our book, they give us two numbers. They give us 33,420,160 for the Atlantic Ocean, and they give us 64,186,600. Now notice I stacked them by lining up their place values. The ones are on top of the ones, the tens on top of the tens, the hundreds on top of the hundreds, the 1,000s on top of the 1,000s. That's so that I can compare them. So I always start here with the digits to the right, 0 and 0. I cannot tell who's bigger there. I'm sorry, start on the left. The 3 and the 6. I'm sorry. The 3 and the 6. Who's bigger? Well, right away I know the 6 is bigger, so I know that 64,186,600 is greater than 33,420,160. So when I am comparing and ordering numbers, I want to stack them. Start on the left. Start on the leftmost digit. On the left. And if these were the same, if they were both 3s, I would move over one. If they were the same, I'd move over one until I can tell who is bigger and who is smaller. Okay, that's it for the video lesson. In class, we will do some practice with that, but that is it for the video lesson. We are working on pages 11 through 22 in our math book. All right, see you guys tomorrow.